Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. Got Lori back with us, and we started these cookies here just a moment ago. Now it is time to finish them. So what do we need to do next?
Okay, so now we're going to go on to our next really complicated piece of equipment, and that is a fork.
That's a pretty tough thing to use.
You can't do a peanut butter cookie without that crisscross on the top. Now, you're not going to see a lot of it when we get done, but we're going to dip it in a little bit more of that white granulated sugar and just make that classic little crisscross pattern on the top. And part of the reason why we still do this, even though you're not really going to see it, this is going to help keep our jelly in place while they bake.
Okay.
So if the kiddos are not big fans of the jelly, or you want to keep these maybe a little bit less sweet, you can stop right here and bake these just as they are in that 350-degree oven for about 8 minutes. They do not require anything else past this point. But
boy, in 8 minutes, it's pretty quick too.
It's pretty quick. That's not what we came to do today. So we're going to dress these on up. And as far as your jelly flavors go, they are great with any kind, just like that sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
I've got strawberry today. It can be raspberry, it can be grape, it can be peach, whatever is going to work for you. Just don't overdo it. I just put this in a Ziploc bag and cut the corner off to make it a little bit easier to contain.
Okay.
You can, again, just use a spoon, something simple, but we're just going to put that little layer right on top, just like that on every single one. Don't go all the way to the edge unless you want to have it all over your cookie sheet. But we're going to dress every single one of those. We're going to pop those in that oven, same thing, the 350 for 8 minutes. And when they come out, you'll notice that they'll have a little bit of a darker gold starting to form on that bottom.
Okay.
Very easy. They're not going to spread a whole lot. They're not going to get a ton bigger. So they're just going to be those perfect little bite-sized, pop-in-your-mouth treats. And what I even did on some of mine up here is I took those and I heated up just a little bit more of that peanut butter and I drizzled the tops with that.
Yeah, and
so
that looks
just
incredible
one more
too.
thing.
So if you want to spruce it up a bit, you can do that. If you're like me and you barely made it to this point, you probably don't want to try and spruce it up and ruin the cookies. So, and what I find interesting is you actually bake it with the jelly on there.
Yes, that's surprising for a lot of people. They think you pop that on after the fact, but it bakes best when it's on there. It's going to stay in place. As you'll see, there's nothing super messy on these as they bake, and they're ready to go. So
yeah, but a very simple recipe in like 8 minutes. So right before the kids come home, if you want to surprise them with a little snack, easy to do. So
15, 20 minutes tops. If you need to mix up your dough and throw it in the fridge and come back, you can do that. You can really bake it right out of the bowl. It's very, very easy.
All right, Lori, thank you so much. And of course, we'll have the recipe for these delicious cookies on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. We will be back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.